In the bustling town of Roslar's Coffer, nestled beneath the protective shadows of the Wall of Heaven, lived Lorka, a young half-orc of 14. She had returned to her hometown after a mysterious absence, and now, she found herself entwined in the delicate threads of penance. Lorka, bearing the weight of her past, immersed herself in countless small tasks around the town. Sweeping streets, tending to gardens, and aiding the elderly, each task was a shard of her redemption. As she continued her penance, she couldn't escape the prying eyes and hushed whispers that followed her every step. The town, although familiar, had changed, and so had the perception of its inhabitants. Unwanted attention clung to Lorka like a persistent shadow. The townsfolk, still wrestling with their preconceived notions of orcs, couldn't look past Lorka's appearance. While looking mostly human, her slightly greenish skin and tusks marked her as an outsider, even though the town had been her home since birth. But Lorka persevered, finding solace in the simplicity of her tasks. Each act of service, a silent plea for acceptance, whispered through the actions she performed. Lorka, a spirit as resilient as the wall of heaven that loomed above, harbored a quiet storm within, a storm fueled by the daily teasing and bullying she endured. The children of the town, ignorant and influenced by the prejudices that lingered like a haunting fog, would point fingers and mock her as she walked through the cobbled streets. It troubled Lorka deeply, the weight of their words pressing down on her like a heavy cloak. The laughter echoed in her ears long after the sun had set behind the wall of heaven. Yet, in the shadows of her torment, a seed of resilience quietly took root. One day, as Lorka wandered near the town's edge, she discovered a neglected garden. The flowers, wilted and forgotten, mirrored the way she felt inside. Determined to bring life back to the desolate space, she began tending to the garden with a tender touch. As she nurtured the plants, Lorka found solace in the quiet companionship of nature. The flowers, once forlorn, started to bloom again, their vibrant colors a stark contrast to the darkness that clung to Lorka's soul. News of Lorka's garden spread through the town, capturing the attention of those who had once teased and bullied her. Slowly, a transformation occurred. Curiosity replaced mockery, and some children, drawn by the beauty Lorka had cultivated, tentatively approached her. With patience and kindness, Lorka welcomed them into her sanctuary. As they worked side by side in the garden, the barriers of prejudice began to crumble. The once teasing children discovered a friend in Lorka, and the garden became a symbol of unity. In time, more in the town embraced Lorka's resilience and the beauty she had brought to the forgotten garden. Lorka's heart, once troubled, now blossomed alongside the vibrant flowers she had nurtured. Lorka stood amidst the garden and saw that you could find beauty in the most unexpected places. The once neglected garden had become a refuge not just for flowers but for the blossoming spirit of a young half-orc who refused to be defined by the shadows of her past.